Hello, Pirate Nation. I've been doing these video updates and announcements to our team here at PW, but the difference is during those announcements, I just been wearing t-shirt and shorts, but I dressed up for you, so onward. I've been asked many times, what's going to happen next year? What are you going to do at PW? What's the plan of attack? Well, in order to answer that, I think we have to first look at where we've been, where we're at, and where we envision heading, and what boundaries, parameters, or roads that we have to travel to get there. And we've done this with our team here at PW as well, so I'll take you through it. First of all, where have we been? Well, essentially overnight, we transitioned, right? On March 13th, things really changed in not only our school, our state, our country, but in our world. So our students transitioned to being online learners. Our educators transitioned to being online educators. And parents, whether you were ready or not, probably as ready as us, you transitioned into being homeschool teachers. That's one part of where we've been. We really sought throughout this process, and it was our approach to really connect, provide, and support all of our students, all of our staff, and all of our parents. So with that connect, provide, and support platform or approach, we've done a lot of things. We called innumerable kids. We texted them. We even went to their house and knocked on their windows, talked through the screen door, or hung out on the porch, just checking on them. And all of our teammates here participated in that, making sure that they were connecting with students, connecting with parents, and even connecting with fellow teammates. We delivered jetpacks. We delivered caps and gowns. We delivered senior yard signs all over our district. And we did that to just provide a semblance of support for both our students and for our parents. But I'll tell you, it was huge in supporting our staff here as well, in a very emotional moment. Every Tuesday, we've provided approximately 250 meals for students in our district. And all the thanks on that goes to Mrs. Anthony, Mrs. Goodwin, Mrs. Heckman, Mrs. Breidinger, and Mrs. Prince, who did the work to make that happen for those 250 students. Moving on to where we are. I'll tell you, I think we're better than where we were. I really believe that authentically, and I know our team here believes that. We're better educators than we were on March 13th. We are more cohesive than we were on March 13th, which is hard to believe because we were at a distance. But I can tell you, many of us feel tighter than we were with kids, with teammates, and with even parents out there. We just feel like this has really brought us closer. Where we are, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to host a prom here, but we are working very hard to put on a theater production and also to put on commencements. And stay tuned for the theater production announcements. And of course, commencements will be right here in our stadium on July 15th. Where we are, well, we're getting kids back here on campus. It's amazing to watch what happens out there on the fields and everything from baseball, softball, cross-country, track, volleyball, football. Watching volleyball out there on Tuesday and Thursday nights, 60 kids, playing volleyball on our practice field. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. Of course, this coming week we have a dead period, but then after our dead period, we'll get back to getting our kids here on campus. Where we are, we're using survey data from our stakeholders, from our three-legged stool, our parents, our students, and our educators to drive our next steps. And although we did our personal best from March 13th on, and we continue to do that, we also understand that we need to change our best. And what we did won't be good enough next school year. It reminds me of what Miss Maya Angelou said in that, quote, do the best you can until you know better. And then when you know better, do better, end quote. And we need to do that. Also, finally, where we are, we're in the midst of projected budget cuts. We're looking at a prognosticated $700 per pupil funding cut, and that's a huge deficit from our state level for funding, and that's going to impact PW. And I bring that to you so that you're aware, so you can discern it and really reflect on how you can help PW with either your time, either your talent or perhaps even your treasure. So please consider that as we prepare for cuts from our state government. And then where we're headed, here we go. Where are we going? Well, of course, we have commencements here on July 15th, aforementioned. We're hoping to be in phase 5 by that time. If we are in phase 5 by July 15th, we'll be able to host a total of 500 folks out in Pirate Stadium. We have to be in phase 5, so we're very, very hopeful that the governor will transition us to phase 5 so that we can, in fact, have a total of 500 out there for graduation. This Tuesday, this falls under where we're headed, a big, big announcement coming from Governor Whitmer. This Tuesday, please tune in to a reputable news source and hear her Return to Learn plan. And that'll be announced this Tuesday, June 30th. From that announcement, we'll be able to take what we've already started to prepare and take those next steps to prepare for school on August 24th. Of course, we have to follow the guidelines of the governor, the guidelines of her executive orders, and we'll use all of those parameters to make sure that we're able to get our kids back here safe and learning once again. Also, in terms of changing our best, we're hosting PD here on August 11th, 12th, and 19th, using that survey data from our three-legged stool to change our best and to drive our next steps. So we're very excited for the PD with our educators. So again, that's where we've been, that's where we are, and that's where we're headed. And although this whole experience since March 13th hasn't been ideal, every one of us gets into education because we want to work right alongside students. And to have to do it through a screen, it certainly is not the same. But although it was not ideal, we truly have, we truly are, and we truly will continue to give our personal best for our students and for this Champions culture that we all take so much pride in. Thank you for everything. Have a blessed day. Onward, Pirates.